All right, well, we're creating a little video here that'll help you really quickly get to the practice tests. Obviously, you already have this site because you wouldn't be here without it. Okay, so that's the site that you go to, and then you just go to where it says take a practice test. Just click on that, and that's going to take you to where the tests are. But there's a few steps before you get there. So click on take a practice test. All right, once you get to this here, there's all kinds of different things that you can click on. You can switch this back and forth, and you really don't want to do that. Okay, all you really want to do is go to where it says, switch it back, where it says continue as a guest. Okay, that's all you want to do. You want to continue as a guest. Once you get to this one, it has some other places where you can maybe put in an ID for training. Well, again, don't do any of that. Just click on guest session. That's it. All right, I guess it's going to take just a second here, and here we go. Now it says your tests. All right, at this point, again, this will actually get you to any sample tests from social studies or math or ELA, which is English Language Arts. And what I'm going to show you, though, is sixth grade math because that's my main priority, sixth grade math. So click on the six because we're going to go to sixth grade and go to Ohio State tests. As soon as you click on that, you can see that you see English Language Arts, the ELA, sample released test questions, and it goes all the way back to 2016. So you can click on any of those if you're preparing for the ELA test. And then there's the ones for mathematics. And as you can see on this, those go all the way back 2016, 17, 18, 19, 21, because we had a couple of like COVID years there. So there's a couple of jumps. But other than that, there's all the different test questions. And you can see at one time we actually tested in sixth grade for social studies, and those are on here as well. So for any grade that does teach in or has testing for social studies, there's probably going to have more than that. All right, so let's go to the mathematics ones. I'm going to just pick 2024. All right, that'll take us to this screen. And there's lots of different things that you can set on and off. Just leave it the way it is and click on select. All right, then we're going to do the text, the read aloud text settings, basically. So you can see that says press the speaker button. You should hear a voice. The speaker speak the following sentence. This text is being read aloud. Now, you're not going to be able to hear it, but if I click on it, I did hear it. Okay, it says this text will be read aloud, and then this button shows up so that you can actually keep going. If you go down just a little bit further, you can actually change the volume of it. You can change the pitch, whether it's a higher pitch or a lower pitch, and then the rate, if they speak faster or slower. And then you can come up and hit this button again. And if you like it, whichever way you like it, just keep adjusting until you find it the way you like to have it, and then click on I heard the voice. And once you have that, there's one more screen before you can click on begin test now. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to click on begin test now. So let's see what the first question is for the 2024 test released questions. All right, so there's our first question. And I just want to point out a couple of other things here. Okay, so over here on the top left-hand side, we have the back arrow, which obviously we can't go back because we're at the first question. And then we have the next arrow, and then the save. You can click on that. Some people, if they're nervous about it and they don't know for sure it's going to be saved, they can click on it. The test actually saves it real time, so you never really have to use that button. And then pause would only be used if you have kind of a very important situation where you somehow have to stop the test and go do something real quick. So with that being the case, there's that. Let's look over on the top right-hand side. Okay, you can see there's the button that says masking, formulas, notes, line reader, zoom in, zoom out, and so on and so forth. Kind of self-explanatory. So I'm going to exit the drawing here, and so I can click on things. So if you click on masking, Okay, you can see that you can kind of, let's see if it, let me do it. Yeah. So if you have multiple choice questions and you're like, ah, that one's not right. I mean, obviously this is not multiple choice questions. Um, so if you do and you have some that's like, I know for sure this is not one of the right answers, you can mask it. Okay, it just kind of takes it as away from one of the options. You just don't have it anymore. Anyway, that's what masking is. So I'm going to turn that off. The other button is formulas. If you click on formulas, okay. So with this one here, it has reference sheets, mostly for conversion. So like if you want to do 1 quart equals 2 pints, and they're like, okay, well, what if we have 7 quarts? Well, we're going to increase the 1 times 7, increase it 7 times. So you would do the same with pints. 2 times 7 would be 14. So 7 quarts would be 14 pints, stuff like that. So there's your reference sheets for basically conversions. You do also have a notes button that you can type stuff in each question and hit save if you want to do that. Then we have line reader. If you click on that, you can see that I can click on a line, and then over here I can click on the button where it says speak question or read the line. And so it's kind of hard right now because I'm talking to you, but this is reading in my ears. Okay, so it read that to me. And I can click on stop speaking. So yeah, I heard it speaking, and when you're running through the practice, you're going to do the same thing, and you can see how that works. And of course, zoom in, zoom out. I can zoom in, it's a little bit bigger, and zoom out. And let's say, for example, you're doing the read aloud and it's just not quite what you want. You can click on text to speech. You can click on system settings, and you can increase or decrease the volume. You can make it higher and lower pitch. And again, you can make it go faster or slower right there. So you can do it along the way as you're doing the test as well. All right, so since we're on this problem, let's just do it real quick. It says information about the average monthly temperature in degrees Celsius in Marietta, Ohio is given. All right, so the next one says the average temperature in January 2020 or 2016 was -3 degrees Celsius. Okay, so that's pretty cold because 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so -3 Celsius is nice and cold for sure. All right, and then says the average temperature in February 2016 was -M degrees Celsius. So we have a variable there. We don't know what it is. So I have a feeling they're going to kind of tell us what we need to do with that. So it says the average temperature in February 2016 was warmer than the average temperature in January of 2016. All right, so basically we know that February on average was warmer than January. When since average in January was -3, well, just picture a number line and put -3 on it. All right, so anything warmer is going to be a bigger number or a number to the right of -3. So the answer for M is an endless number of possibilities as long as it's larger or further to the right on the number line. So we can put in -2, right? Because -2 is to the right of -3. Or we could put -1 or 0 or 5 or 20. We could put any temperature at all. So yeah, so let's go ahead and I'll just type in 4, okay, because 4 is definitely to the right of -3 on the number line, so that's my answer. All right, so then I'm going to go to next, and it says what is the value of the expression 3 to the 4th power times 4 to the 2nd power? So basically, you're going to do 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? Because it's 3 to the 4th power. And whatever answer that is, you're going to do that times 4 to the 2nd power. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. So you're going to find what 3 to the 4th power is by doing 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then you're going to do 4 to the 2nd power, which is 4 times 4. Once you have those answers, you multiply those together. Okay, so Let's just keep going kind of quickly through a lot of these questions because I want to get to the point where up at the top of the screen on the right, it's a little bit different. All right, so here we go. We did find the problem that has, or the first problem that has some additional stuff going on here. All right, so we saw all the masking and stuff like that. So this one has the hundreds table, the multiplication table, and it also shows a calculator. So the first day of testing is going to be no calculator and no hundreds table and no multiplication table. But the second day of testing for sixth grade, this is specifically for sixth grade, there is a hundreds table, multiplication table, and a calculator. Okay, so if we click on the hundreds table, see how quickly this shows up. There we go. You can just see basically it's a table that counts from 1 to 100. Okay, and then if you click on the multiplication table, it has like 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So you can kind of see that. And then you could click on the calculator, and it does have a calculator that shows up as well. So you can do 5 times 6. Enter. Okay, there's 30, and you can do all kinds of different things with that. You can make fractions. If it wants you to do that, you can put 1 over 2 or whatever you want to do. So there's that. All right, so since we're on this question, and we really don't need a calculator, it says the cost of Joe's lunch X is less than $7. So basically the cost is going to be less than 7. So you would click on that one because X is less than 7. The number of miles Corey ran, X, is fewer than 7 miles. Okay, well, once again, it's going to be less than 7, so X is less than 7. And then the first one, it says the amount of time it took Dimitri to drive to work, X, is longer than 7 minutes. So any number longer or higher than 7, so you would choose that one. X is greater than 7. All right, so what we're going to do now is very quickly go all the way to the end, the last question. All right, so here we are at the last question. We have 2x plus 4 equals 24. You're actually going to subtract 4 from both sides, which is going to make it 2x equals 20. And then you can divide both sides by 2, so x equals 10. So that would be our answer there. All right, so then let's go to next. And you can see there's 3 of them that I answered, the 1, the 9, and the 22. So when they're answered, there's not going to be a triangle. But all the rest of them are showing I didn't get those done. So before a student submits the test, they make sure that they have done all of these. So if you want to get back to number 21, you click on it, and then you do that question and so on. All right, so let's say, for example, we did them all. We answered all the questions. None of these have red triangles. At this point, we just submit our test. And then it says, yeah. So that's all you really have to do. So you know all the different tools. You know how to get to it. And then you can utilize this as many times as you want. Once again, you can go back to continue as guest, guest session, and then again, go to the most important thing, which is sixth grade math. So sixth grade math, Ohio State test, go on down to there. And instead of picking the same one again, you might want to pick, the questions from 2021. Just click on select. Make sure you can hear this text is being read aloud. Click on I heard the voice. Go to begin test. And you have some more questions that you can do. So, all right, that's the tutorial. Okay, that shows you all the different ones, has great questions. And if you don't know how to do something, make sure you jot down what year it is, what question it is, and go ask your teacher, and they will be able to help you out. All right, so that's all there is to it. I hope this is extremely helpful, and I will see you guys soon.